Today, I could potentially be trying out one of the most dangerous tools I've used to date, but probably not. It's a little mini loader with a stump grinder attachment. So yeah, I've got a few stumps to grind down after a few trees have fallen, and then we've had some just stumps laying around the place that have been here for a good while and just in the way of my lawnmower and getting the trailer up and down the path. So we'll be trimming them down to about 200-300, probably 300 mils to below the ground surface, and then covering them up with a little bit of underturf that I've got laying around. So stick around, see how she goes. First stump done. Now I've got that stump to go. Obviously I'll move the brick and all the things around there, but yep, that's the next one. I won't go too deep, I'll probably just take that to level with the ground. On a side note, and a bit about the machine, it's pretty good. The blades I feel like are pretty blunt given it's a higher machine, probably cops a flogging, and yeah, the blades on that grinder are pretty much rounded off to nothing, so you're really having to take millimeters by millimeters off, which takes some time. It would be good if they were nice and sharp. I think it would get through this a lot quicker. Second recommendation, I would highly recommend using one of these, whether it's just your face shield with a clear cover. Definitely earmuffs because she gets a bit noisy, and eye protection, even if you've got, like, this one's just a mesh one, so eye protection's good. This is just stopping the finer dust from getting into my eyes. These are just sunglasses, and I haven't had any issues. So yeah, but I have had big chunks hit this and it saved my face. Lastly, I got this little guy for Christmas. And it's blowing up my shirt and it feels amazing while I'm sitting on a hot machine. So if you're ever doing this sort of stuff, these little breeze mates are good. I might do a little review on that later on as a separate thing, but yeah, stick around and check out the next stump. Because this stump is a little high, I'm gonna chip at it with my chainsaw, get it down, just because itching away at this mill by mill with the stump grinder is going to take a lot longer than me just taking off the top and then getting to the level I want with the stump grinder. So look at this beautiful red gum. It's got a bit of moisture in there because we had a bit of storm last night, so the rain's got through the centre. Don't know if I should keep this or not. Might be able to do something with it. Now back into some stumpy grindy. Just starting to rain now, so fantastic timing. But this is the red gum that I did. A little bit of dirt sitting over the top of it, but yeah, it's a beautiful bit of timber. So, second big stump down, and now it's just started to rain. I've got one little one to do up here, and then the rest are down the back. I won't film them all because it's pretty much the same process all along. But one of the other videos that I do, I will go through how I'm using this machine. Not to say that how I'm using it is right. So yeah, next one I'll take you through what I do. Leave some comments and tell me if that's the best way or not. I'd love to learn more. So I've set this up to get ready to start grinding this little gum tree that was knocked over. And yeah, I'll show you what the throttles do. So as you can see, I position it just over the stump with it angled down, and then I just articulate the stump grinder back and forth like this to grind away, and then I just move side to side to get that one, and then I just move forward a little bit to get the bits that have been scalped upwards, and it seems to work pretty good. I have tried having it just angled straight and then driving the machine back and forward, but that just seems to take a little bit more time because you constantly, like, you're using more controls. And the other one I've tried is sort of moving side to side and just taking the out end lines, and that seems to be the longest time to do it because you're having to swivel the machine back and forth, which, yeah, is a little bit tricky. So this is the panel. We've had to use zip ties across the top to hold the throttle because it vibrates down to slow, so keeping the throttle high was a challenge, and a zip tie across there seems to work. This is to engage the grinding wheel to start spinning, so it's in neutral at the moment, push it forward for it to go. This doesn't matter for the grinder, that's for the bucket. This also doesn't matter for the grinder, that's for a different attachment. And then you've got your drive, so you push these forward to go, a little bit like a zero turn lawnmower with a lap bars, or similar to like a skid steer or something. And yeah, to turn, push one more than the other, and then that makes it spin. This one here is to lift these arms up and down, and then this throttle here is to tilt the grinder. So I lower this one here to the level I want, and then I use this one here to articulate and just grind away at the thing, stump. Lastly, this little guy is just where it sends the flow of the hydraulics. So if you push it forward, it puts more power to the grinder or the attachment that you're using, and if you have it down here, that just puts all the flow to your drive wheel, so you can wheel around a little bit quicker. So that's it. There she is. Nice and deep, ready to fill in and move on to the next. Finished with the stump grinder. and it seemed to go pretty well. It did really well with the red gums, and ironbark it struggled a little bit through, but got through. Also had a really old paperbark, which the stump was there since we moved in, so probably really well dried out, but it seemed to do well. And it did struggle with what I think is called a silver ash tree, and I think that's got a bit more fibers in it, and seemed to just burn through it rather than actually chip away at it. The blades are pretty blunt on that as well when we got it, so yeah, I think that's a bit of an issue. But other than that, managed to get a fair amount done in the time that I had it. So pretty much for an entire day I got through about 12 stumps, varying sizes, some large as you saw, and then others just pretty small, but yeah, did really well. So then I swapped it out and I used the 4-in-1 bucket to spread some leftover soil that I had to fill up the holes that was left from the stumps. There's a hole to be filled. Just got to spread the soil, compact it down a little bit, and hopefully the grass will grow in no time. So I've got one at the top of the property up there, one here, I've got another one down there where you can see there's little black spots. I've got two over in the carport, which you would have seen earlier in the video. This is down the back where I did some of the stump grinding as well, and I had a massive rock here which I got rid of, but it was like just the tip of the iceberg because that's the base of it. So I kept trying to dig it under here and it just wouldn't come, so I imagine that's a massive boulder. I'm going to need something bigger to get it out. But yeah, I had a few stumps along here that I was able to get out. Had one up there. You can see the soil there. I had a root that was going across here from an old tree that I got rid of as well because the mower kept hitting it, and then got rid of that one there. So yeah, it's pretty handy for the weekend. Now to just get the soil leveler out and finish off those stump holes. We're all done. There's a big weekend of Tim's backyard adventures.